I seem hungry. I seem cold. Yeah. Yesterday someone complained that it was cold in here, so today at least it's warmer. I hope we're okay. Yeah? So yesterday on the panel, one of the panelists mentioned that if everyone is an entrepreneur, who's going to work at my company? Which was a joke, but like if you think about it, it's like, okay, should we all start businesses? Because who's going to work for me now, you know? So I'd just like to know what everyone's expecting from this event.
We have the legal space, we have presidents of, in the audience as well, we have president of an international organization, we have a lady who's sitting on an international board who'll be on the panel. And if you guys do not take anything away, you do not ask all the burning questions you have, or the mentorship sessions you pay for here today, then what's the point of coming? So I hope you leverage off of this beautiful experience that we have set for you. I am excited. So I believe the panels, we're ready, right? The panelists, we're ready? Okay, I believe we are ready.
Yes.
So we can all move to the front and let the sessions begin. So we're going to go, today we'll end same time as yesterday. We're going to make sure we're done by 16:30 questions, and then we have a photo shoot session. So, awesome, panelists.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Married, and we decided, you know what? Let's get people who have the entrepreneurship aspect, as well as the employment aspect, and come here and share their advice, and also look at the legal aspect of it as well. So we'll give the panelists an opportunity to introduce themselves. We have a rich panel. I briefly explained, so we'll start with CEO and founder of HeziTech.
Okay. Alright, so as I said, I'm Hezron Zimba. Just a young guy with a big dream. So I'm working toward that. So I'm a founder of this tech startup, HeziTech. This is my uniform for now. So what we do most is just, first of all, it's a passion-driven kind of arrangement where growing up, when I was in school, I had these challenges where you have a computer lab at school, but you don't have teachers that can really teach you what's trending, what is the latest technology out there, and try to solve problems. So from there, you find I'm in the lab, then teachers chase you, go and study, join your friends. So I never liked being where everyone else was. So I'd rather be in the computer lab and just do my own stuff. So after completing school, I think I just decided to go into tech. So yeah, right now we are offering IT services, ranging from web development, graphic design, we teach skills, and we are going into mobile app development for clients also. So yeah, apart from that, I'm also passionate about kids and youths in general. So for kids, following the background, I had the challenges at school, so I'm targeting these schools now with a STEM promotion program. So I'm introducing programming in schools. So we're teaching kids, both junior and senior secondary going kids. And then also the skill part for youths like us, we train you in web development and other skills that you need.
Perfect.
So I think she's answered it. I think I view it in that way too, but just to add up, you see, entrepreneurship is all about solving problems. Okay, so it differs from business where all you care about is your pocket, and you need to make sales each and every day. You wake up thinking about who is buying and how many am I selling today. So if you're into entrepreneurship, you focus more on what problems are people facing and how best do we innovatively create a solution for that. and maybe the money will follow you later on. But the most important thing is change a life, a society, and just to do good.
And I also do understand that I would want people to work for me in every business or venture I take. So I do relate to you saying you find a stack of resignation letters on your desk and how that would affect you and your business. So what do you then have to say to, this is for all the panelists, what do you have to say to people that keep saying there isn't jobs, because now the next generation is thinking immediately I graduate, I need to start something. Even in school, I need to do something because when I graduate, I'm not getting a job. Others won't even attempt to. But then, like you mentioned, because these people are not mentally prepared and do not know what entrepreneurship holds, it's all about this perfect fantasy. I think, only business musoya beans. A lot of people say that, only business munguku. You go start rearing chickens and then they're ready, you have no customers, they die, you make losses, and the person ends up committing suicide or becomes clinically depressed. So what advice do you have for such people?
Right, so you're saying the notion that employment is not for everyone or is not available?
Yes, there isn't jobs out there.
I think I'll refer to Zambia. There are a lot of opportunities, but the problem is ourselves. So I will refer to students. Students, I'll use my class as an example. Okay, I'm a student, I didn't mention that, but it's fine. Yeah, so I'm in a class where, if you are in IT, you need to make sure you work on a skill. Okay, but this now situating, say, no, someone goes to school and in IT for that matter, you just need the paper or find a job. You see, that's a problem number one. So if I think it's just a mindset that we need to work on again, because if we are going to school only for jobs and maybe others will say, I'm going to school so I can start my own business. So people have different reasons. So now, in a case of my class, so as an IT student, I got to study IT, and all I need is just to write notes, just clear, and get that paper and start looking for jobs. Of course, you get the job, right? Because you have the paper. Most traditional jobs right now, they will tell you we need the degree and whatnot, 4 years experience. So you present your paper without a skill. You have the paper and you get a job. Now it's time for you to perform and you fail. You fail to perform and no employer right now will keep a liability in their company. Okay, so you get a job and tomorrow you are fired. So I think there are opportunities, but are we ready for them?
Yeah.
Can we keep that job that we get? That is a very big question we should be asking ourselves. So I always tell my classmate guys, it's not all about my plus. Me, I keep talking to these guys, like they are guys that they focus more on competing to get my classes, and at the end of the day, when it comes to practical work now, let's do a project, they are stuck. Okay, so that goes also for employment. You may graduate with a distinction, but if you haven't sacrificed your time to acquire a skill needed, like right now, things are advancing, you need to make sure you are equipped for you to keep your jobs. It's very competitive out there. Yes. So, opportunities are there, but let's just get ready for them.
Yeah.
Let's invest our time in, our resources, learning. These events very important. You might not get a job in line with what you are graduating for, but because you are exposed to other things, someone will just call you somewhere. Right now I'm working somewhere, not in IT, but I consider myself an IT person. Like she said, she graduated already. Look at her, doing well somewhere else.
I love the fact that you said 4 years experience. That has, I had a light bulb moment for a little bit, because most of the time when people look at application, job offers, we always think to ourselves, 4 years experience and I'm just a graduate. But I have seen, because I follow your socials and I know you personally as well, I've seen you since first year. You've always been deliberate about engaging yourself. I think you have 4 years experience. You have. So now I'm starting to see that the experience is there. You're being deliberate. You're affiliated with all these organizations. You volunteer to give services. And because you've had all of this skill, a company would pick you up. Even from the incubators, incubator hubs that you've been through, the incubator program, sorry. It's a situation where it's a matter of just making a phone call saying, can I get this deal? And people will trust you because they've seen your work and they've seen all these processes that you've been through. So that's where the experience comes in, not necessarily applying after you get the paper. And that makes sense now. I don't know if you guys are getting what I was trying to put across.
Yeah.
You did, right? Okay. Because opportunities in Zambia are there. I was one of the people who say the opportunities don't exist. Because, like I mentioned, I started entrepreneurship when I was 15. I always had these creative ideas and they don't fail miserably. I would pitch to these big, I've always been able to walk into any office, be it a government office or whatever organization it is, no matter how big it is. I'd walk in, talk to their boss or their leader that's leading the institution. And yes, I'd love the idea, but I'd always get depressed. Why have they just cut me off? And with time, after I joined incubator programs, is when I realized that there was so much starting from me as a person, going to me as a business person, that was not developed. And the only way to develop that is, number one, by deliberately coming to events like this. This is a free event where we brought professionals, industry experts to come talk to you and give you their experience for free. Also, deliberately applying for incubator programs. One of the best people I can give an example for is Hezron. Hezron applies for incubator programs. And at first when we saw him, because we're at the same school, we'd always ask, this guy is always everywhere. We didn't understand, especially in first year, because you know when you're in first year excited, and then at Cavendish, the glass campus, we have the rooftop. You want to be at the rooftop.
Exactly.
Yes, you want to go for First Friday. And that was Hezron, going to one place to the other. You see him at Mulungushi, you see him at this place, and would always wonder, but Hezron, Nareve, and he would send us links. We never wanted to apply. So, you know, now I'm seeing the fruits that it's bearing, or him deliberately putting himself in situations. Now he's in a position where he can make a call and people can literally connect him to actual funding or other programs and the like. He's able to make collaborations with organizations, with mentors, with big industry experts because of how he's positioned himself. And it's something I've learned from him as well, and I have deliberately taken up the same stance to just go and be deliberate about the same thing. So I will let my colleague take charge and I will come in after her.
Okay, I'd like to just thank our panelists so much. I love the personal stories that came in. I feel like for me that was the best part, because now we're getting to know how you got to where you are, and the advice just makes so much sense when you can tell that, okay, there's a relatable side of �ခြ𝐬𝐲𝐬𝐧𝐿's story, or Mr. Tiwe's story, or Hezron's story, and then it just now sits well with you, and I'm sure there's a lot of reflection that is going to happen afterwards. So I'll just ask you guys to go back to your seats in the crowd.
Everybody for coming. I want to give a huge thanks to Team Hezron, HeziTech, sorry, that has been a partner for this, for the success execution of this event, as well as Pearl's business. She's also a partner that's been in the background. She was supposed to co-host as well, but she had other engagements. Very powerful woman. You can network with her after the picture session. And I want to thank the Crystal team. They couldn't make it today as well, but we do have our productions manager who came to just make sure that the content was taken. And I am grateful to every one of you that took time to just come through and leverage off of this beautiful opportunity, as well as our panelists. Thank you so much. This has been amazing. I have learned so much. While I was seated there, I had all these business ideas in my head, as our panelists were sharing their stories. So this has been amazing. A round of applause for our panelists and the partners that made this event a success. So we are going to have a photo session. We'll start with our panelists, as well as the hosts. And after that, we'll get a group picture and we can start the networking. But for the group photos, we need for the panelist photos, we need the partners here as well. Yes.